प्रियंका गांधी। और चाहे सोनिया जी मेरी माता जी हो या उनके बाद राहुल जी हो, हम सब ने भी अपनी राजनीतिक सभ्यता आप ही से सीखी, क्योंकि आपने पिताजी को दिशा दिखाई। और अगर दो भैंस है तो एक भैंस चोरी करके कांग्रेस वाले ले जाएंगे। ये बातें हमारे प्रधानमंत्री कर रहे हैं। देश के प्रधानमंत्री आपको ये नहीं गिना सकते कि एक काम क्या किया है इन्होंने किसानों के लिए, लेकिन सारी इधर उधर की बातें करेंगे ताकि आपका ध्यान भटक जाए। यहाँ की परंपरा जागरूकता की रही है, लोकतंत्र को मजबूत रखने की रही है।
We are in Amethi in eastern Uttar Pradesh, about an hour or so east of Lucknow, and we're on our way to interview Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, the top Congress leader and one of the party's star campaigners. Now, she's not given any extensive interview so far in this battle for 2024, and it's going to be a spur of the moment roadside interview because she's bang in the middle of campaigning here. This is the family bastion of the Gandhi family, which they lost last time. Smriti Irani defeated Rahul Gandhi. He's now fighting from neighboring Raebareli seat, and Priyanka has been camping here, going back and forth between both seats, leading the fight for the Congress here in Amethi and Raebareli. And there's a lot to ask her in this fascinating, seemingly ever-changing campaign 2024, starting with the question of where she thinks the battle is currently poised. When we go out and ask the public, it's true that we do hear complaints. Trust hai, mehengai hai, berozgari hai, all of that. But when we ask who will you vote for, they still ghoom fira ke say BJP or Modi.
With all due respect, I don't think the public trusts you anymore.
Who's me?
The media.
Okay, I thought me personally.
I don't think the public trusts the media. So I don't think the public is even going to tell you what they're thinking.
So one allegation they make about the Congress is that you've also been spreading a misinformation that if BJP comes to power, constitution will be changed and reservation wo abolish kar denge, which he's saying we have not said.
What was the name of the other guy who PM did a roadshow with?
Lallu Singh, I think the Faizabad candidate.
He said we're going to change the constitution. PM is doing a roadshow with him.
Prime Minister saying कि आपका तो industrialist के साथ secret deal हो गया.
He says my brother doesn't talk about Adani Ambani anymore. I mean, I was with him in 2 meetings yesterday. He must have taken their name at least 12 times.
How fair is the allegation that the Congress, though, as the leading opposition party, has not managed to fully get its act together?
There is a massive storm. You are in your house. Are you going to start building your house, or are you going to sit put, at least wait till everything has sort of settled and then regroup and fight? As a sister, I would like my brother to be a happy man.
Would he be happy?
Which he is.
Okay.
Which he is.
Okay,
I
but
would
would he be
I would
happy?
like him to get married. I would like him to have kids. That's what I would like as a sister.
Is there any breaking news update on?
No, I wish there was. There isn't.
Mandate 2024. Claim versus reality with Srinivasan Jain.
Priyanka Gandhi is here with us on the campaign trail in Amethi. Thanks very much indeed for joining us. The first question which everyone wants to know at your point of view, that we are now kind of towards the end of this election. How do you think it's poised? Is it, as many people believed at the outset, or at least the BJP made it seem a done deal, or not?
They made it seem like that. And I think as the election has progressed, it's appearing to be quite different. The reports we are getting from the ground are very positive for the India Alliance. And I think what's happening is all over, wherever we are going, at least that's the experience we have, is that people want change. People are, they're getting a bit tired of this sort of politics.
Are you saying the BJP is going to lose?
I'm saying the India Alliance is going to win.
Okay, with all respect though, Priyanka, this is exactly what the Congress said in 2019 as well. I in fact interviewed Rahul. He said BJP ka safa chat ho jayega, and we know what happened.
That's right.
So what's the
So we'll
what's
see
the,
what will happen.
No, what's the change? What's the difference you're seeing?
What I see in the crowds and the people we meet, there is a certain sense of, look, we're being told that there are all these wonderful things happening, but we're not seeing it in our life. So we are suffering. prices are so high we can't manage anymore. The farmer is suffering. Ordinary people are suffering, and we don't see anything. And they're not even getting the basic respect from the government and from the Prime Minister and other BJP politicians to be told that, look, this is what we've done for you. This is what we want to do. Not even that. So they're not seeing it in their own life. And they're also not being told. The discussion during election rallies and all is completely different. I mean, we're talking about completely different things than what is actually affecting the public. So I think now the public is beginning to get a bit tired of this. And at least from what they tell us, they really want to hear what parties want to do to alleviate the kind of price rise there is and to help them to cope with the difficulties they have in their lives.
So I wanted to ask your view on this, because when we go out and ask the public, it's true that we do hear complaints. Trust hai, mehengai hai, berozgari hai, all of that. But when we ask who will you vote for, they still ghoom fira ke say BJP or Modi. So then we say why? They say one of the reasons is कि सामने कोई alternative or विकल्प, which is the word you hear in North India, इतना दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है.
With all due respect, I don't think the public trusts you anymore.
Who's me?
The media.
Okay, I thought me personally.
I don't think the public trusts the media. So I don't think the public is even going to tell you what they're thinking. Because there is a very strong belief amongst the public as well that the media is not actually being truthful anymore. And that the media is just functioning and working for the government.
No,
I don't think they're wrong. I mean, you know from your own experience that they're not wrong.
No, of course. I completely agree that large swaths of the media are propagandists. But I was making a different point. I was trying to make the point that there's a sense in which there's a little bit of a confusion about the alternative. Because I know this is not we don't have a presidential system. But when you have this Modi
what
thing,
they said.
कि leader सामने कौन है?
But this is what they said in 2004 as well. They said it in 2009 as well. So what the outcome is going to be, frankly, you and I are only going to find out when we have an outcome before us.
Sure. But you don't think it's a disadvantage
whether this is something that is really bothering the public or not, neither you and I can tell. Because it hasn't in the past. There have been plenty of elections where the prime ministerial candidate hasn't been clear right from the beginning. And they've gone the way they've gone. So I don't think it's such a big issue in their minds. I think what is more prominent in the minds of the public today is the fact that there is a historic rate of unemployment today, and the price rise is something that they just cannot manage anymore. And the farmer is not being able to make ends meet.
Okay, so you're saying the India alliance has the edge, the BJP is slipping. Now, whether for that reason or for whatever reason, we don't know, the Prime Minister has changed tack halfway through this campaign. He is talking of Muslims, he is talking of Mangal Sutra, he is talking of mutton.
And let me tell you,
all of
don't
that.
Like it. People don't like it.
But does that concern you that he's trying to polarize or communalize? Is that something which worries you?
What he's doing is he's demonstrating to the public that he's now cut off from the public. So it doesn't worry us in the least. If you ask people, wherever I'm going, if I'm talking about the fact that he's saying we're going to steal their buffaloes, people are laughing. It's quite possible that he's so powerful and people are afraid of him, and so even his advisors are not telling him that this is not going down well with the public. The public really truly wants to hear about its problems. One of the reasons why we are getting space is because we are talking about guarantees. We are saying that we have what we are guaranteeing, we are already doing in many states. Please see what we are doing. This is what we want to do. We are talking about giving back your money in your hands. So I think that's why we are somewhere we are resonating with the public today, because they are sick of hearing all this. So many people also say we don't want another election on the Hindu-Muslim lines. We want an election on who's going to alleviate us from our problems.
Right.
And that's just not coming from the BJP, from the biggest leader to the smallest leader. That issue is just not coming up. They are just not even talking about it.
But just to clarify, because he keeps repeating this, that the Congress, if it comes to power, is going to steal reservations from OBCs and give it to Muslims. Saying this again and again.
Why should I even respond to the lies that he's telling? Why should I even respond to the lies he's telling? Has he even read our manifesto? He seems to know our manifesto better than anybody else. He's imagining things in it. He's inventing things in it. He's telling lakhs and lakhs of people absolute lies that are not in our manifesto. I mean, this is the Prime Minister of the country. He has some responsibility towards people to at least tell them the truth. And when he's talking about a document which is public, he should at least be able to prove that what he's saying is in that document. But it's not even there. So it's really a case of somebody losing touch with reality, somebody losing touch with the public, not understanding that the public today is suffering from immense problems at every level. Even the middle class, poor people, everybody is suffering from these things that I've been repeating non-stop.
Right.
And the government and the BJP party has to address these issues. Where is their manifesto? Why don't they talk about their manifesto? Have they said a word about their manifesto? All they do is talk about rubbish which isn't in our manifesto, but they say is in our manifesto. So they freely publicize our manifesto. But how about them?
So one allegation they make about the Congress is that you've also been spreading a misinformation that if BJP comes to power, constitution will be changed
Okay.
and reservation
Right.
वो abolish कर देंगे,
Right.
which he is saying we have not said that.
Okay, who's Arun Govil? Who is he? You
We
tell
know who
me.
he is.
Tell me who he is.
Yeah.
You don't know.
He's
I'll tell you who
he is the BJP candidate from Meerut. I've gone to Meerut and I've actually done a
Okay,
whole
you know.
piece on him.
Okay, you know. So
I
he's
thought
a
you were
B-
asking me rhetorically, so that's
he
why.
is the BJP candidate from Meerut.
Yes, of course he is.
And he has said in public that the vote for us, give us 400 seats. We're changing the constitution. What was the name of the other guy who PM did a roadshow with?
Lallu Singh, I think
Lallu
the
Singh.
Faizabad candidate. Faizabad
He said
candidate.
we're going to change the constitution. PM is doing a roadshow with him. So please tell me, there is this criticism always of the Congress party that Congress leaders say all sorts of different things about different, even policy issues. Somebody is saying something, somebody is saying something. And this is a criticism the media makes of us.
Yes, the Sam Pitroda factor
Right.
or whatever.
You never make that criticism of the BJP because you also tell us you should be like the BJP. What the top leadership says, every guy down to the bottom says. So please explain to me how come tens of these guys down at the bottom are spreading this thing that if we get 400 seats, we'll change the constitution without Modi ji's permission. I don't believe it.
They're saying कि ये सब छोटे मोटे leaders हैं. These are not
No,
leaders of any
that
weight.
doesn't happen in the BJP, according to you or the BJP.
Hmm.
They go by their diktat.
Hmm.
So they have been told to say this. They've been told to say this. Once they've been told to say this, they've seen that there's a reaction amongst the public and they've backtracked. Modi ji has now stood on stage and said this is not and defended himself and frankly been completely on the defensive because he started this himself. So we don't trust them. Just because Modi ji is saying he's not going to do it, it doesn't mean they're not going to do it. It's them who made their leaders say it in the first place.
Right.
A guy standing for election in Meerut or Faizabad isn't just any person. He's a person standing for election in the BJP. He's obviously going by the diktats of the leadership.
Okay, so you're saying you're staying on message with your schemes and guarantees.
Yes.
But there's again this question of fiscal prudence, like the scheme of 1
So
lakh
where is
rupees per year to women,
Okay.
right?
So where is the
Which
fiscal prudence?
is a big promise of yours. Is
Okay.
that question?
Sorry, I'm
Iska
interrupting
funding.
you constantly.
No, that's
My
fine.
brother says I do that all the time.
No, I'm used to it as a journalist.
My husband doesn't say it though.
Well, we'll have to go with your word for that, but anyway.
So listen, fiscal prudence doesn't come into the picture when you're letting go of 16 lakh crore loans for your big industrialist friends. Then there's no question of fiscal prudence. The minute we talk about farmers' loans, we talk about direct transfer of money to women, then you start talking about fiscal prudence. So I think, I don't buy what they're saying at all. And there are people in our party like Chidambaram ji and all who have gone through the whole manifesto. And, there's not a thing that Chidambaram ji will let pass if he doesn't think that it's possible.
That it
He'll
can be
argue
funded.
it out with the whole party if he has to, that if it cannot be funded.
So-
There's Manmohan Singh ji there, there's Chidambaram ji there, they're experienced finance ministers who have been finance ministers for decades. And they know what they're talking about. So if they're saying that it can be done, it can
So
be
you're
done.
saying you're going to
And
take
I'm
it back
saying-
from these
I
udyogpatis
did
or
not-
these
I'm
these
not saying I'm taking back
from these
anything from
industrialists.
anyone. I am saying the BJP is free to make whatever criticism they want, provided it applies to all. I'm saying that if the BJP is saying fiscal prudence applies to us being able to give loan waivers to farmers, then we are saying that surely it must then also apply to your loan waiver of 16 lakh crore rupees, which you're giving to the biggest industrialists in the country. We're not saying don't do it. We're not saying we're going to snatch it from one person and give it to the other. We are saying that your criticism is invalid because you're not using that same criticism to examine your own policies. That's all we're saying.
Prime Minister is saying कि आपका तो industrialist के साथ secret deal हो गया. Adani, Ambani is sending tempos of black money to the Congress, and that's why Congress has stopped
Us
speaking
doing it
about
again.
them. That's why the Congress has stopped speaking about. You are interrupting again.
Well, all I have to say is that if the Prime Minister is now defending his relationship with Adani and Ambani in public, then obviously there's something to defend.
But there's no secret deal.
Obviously not.
So you guys are going to
My
continue
brother's
to.
talking. He says my brother doesn't talk about Adani Ambani anymore.
Hmm.
I mean, I was with him in 2 meetings yesterday. He must have taken their name at least 12 times. So he's talking about them every day. So he's making an allegation which is false, based on a premise which is false, and you expect me to reply.
Okay, but tell me this. Fine, BJP is doing whatever it's doing. How fair is the allegation that the Congress, though, as the leading opposition party, has not managed to fully get its act together? That you're now in the fight, but past 5 years, organization has not been
Listen,
on its feet.
When a party is out of power, it faces multiple difficulties. Simply because A, it's out of power, you have lost, you've got a cadre which has been defeated, there is a loss of morale. At the same time, there has never in the history of India been this kind of attack on opposition parties that Mr. Modi has carried out in the last 10 years. Please name one period in our history where it's been this way. It's just not. One election in which 2 chief ministers have been put into prison. Every political leader which is opposing them has cases against them, false cases, all sorts of things, ED, CBI raids, income tax raids. There is so much pressure on politicians which are against the BJP.
Sure.
Governments are being dropped when they have been elected by, paying, bribing politicians of other parties. All this is going on. On top of that, if you remember, when there was the UPA government, you also have the same habit, but
No, I'm trying to get more questions in because I'm told to wrap, so that's why I'm getting a
if you
little
remember,
impatient.
when there was a BJP government,
Yes.
when there was a UPA government,
Yes.
all the media did day in and day out was ask questions, criticize, lambast us on every policy, which was a good thing.
No, I'm saying concede all that. Okay.
Which was a good thing.
Okay.
And when the opposition raised an issue, you almost always rallied with the opposition to question the government.
Yes.
Today, we don't even have that. We don't even have the basic support of a fair and independent media. Most of the media it looks like you switch the TV on, it looks like a full-on BJP propaganda.
Okay,
So
I'm
now
saying that
tell
is
us.
fine,
No,
but
no,
still.
now tell us. And in that situation, where you have, you are defeated, you have leaders in your party that are being attacked mercilessly by the government. You have no support from the media. You have extremely difficult circumstances under which you're functioning. I think it's great that the Congress is doing what it is. I think that the fact
But what
that
about
the fact
now
that
that
we-
can
let
I
me
just jump in
finish.
with one
No,
question? No,
you
acha,
can't.
okay. Then I need more time.
I think the fact that there were these 2 yatras which crisscrossed the country where lakhs of people came despite all these difficulties. Our leaders went on the ground. They walked for 4,000 kilometers non-stop for 4 months just to go amidst the public. I think it's a massive achievement. And I think the fact that you all say that the Congress party is not fighting is absolutely not true.
No, I'm talking about the organization. I'm saying
Well, that's the organization. What is it?
Okay, the yatras, yes. But I'm
Yes,
saying
the
in these
organization
past
makes
10
the
years, I
yatras.
agree that it's been a difficult 10 years. But in terms of building a structure, a dhacha, when one goes out there,
Listen, when
It's
there
not-
is a storm,
yeah.
there is a massive storm.
Mm.
You are in your house.
Mm.
Are you going to start building your house? Or are you going to sit put, at least wait till everything has sort of settled and then regroup and fight? That's what we're doing.
So you're
If you want
hunkering in the
us-
storm.
If you want us to start building at this time, this is not the time to build. This is the time to fight with everything we've got. And as we fight, we will build. Because when you fight, what happens? Those who don't have the stomach for the fight, those who are fearful, those who have cases and need to sort out their stuff, they leave.
I was going to ask you about that.
So they leave. So then what you're left with is your actual army. You're left with the actual people
But
who
you're
have
not-
the stomach to fight.
But you're not worried about the exodus. So many leaders, Scindia, Ghulam Nabi Azad,
Well, I'm
Sybil, the
not
list is
going to-
endless.
I'm
No,
not going to get into every individual.
not individual.
detail.
But I'm saying that surely that's also a sign that it's not just the cases, that they feel that the party's prospects are bleak. They feel that it's, the leadership, the
Look,
sense
what are
of
we
drift.
fighting for? What are we fighting for? Are we fighting for power? In that case, please go to the BJP and be with them. Because that's where you're getting it right now. We're not. We're fighting an ideological battle. Today, the fight is much more an ideological battle. Today it is a fight of two ideologies, the BJPs, the RSS and us. And the ideology we are fighting for is the ideology on which our country was built. So it is a massive battle. So it's not for the weak. It is not for people who are seeking power. It is not for people who are simply looking at, oh my goodness, if I'm here, I'm going to win this election, might as well go there and win it there.
But you also do want to win.
Obviously.
It's not,
No,
it's a political thing.
Obviously. There is no, obviously. The whole fight is to, it's an ideological fight, but it is obviously to remove them from power, because as long as they're in power, they're destroying everything that the Congress built and that this nation was built on.
Okay.
So it's very obvious. I'm not for 1 second, please don't misinterpret, for 1 second saying that power doesn't matter.
Sure.
Of course it does. But I'm saying that in some cases, people are more motivated than that by that than they are of ideology. In which case, this is probably the time they're going to leave.
Okay, so you're saying it's not a leadership issue, but let's just take the example of what happened here in Amethi and Raebareli.
1 hour interview.
Last, that last minute tak suspense, which has happened in the past also. Is Rahul going to
So
come?
how
Is
do you
Joy
know it
going to
wasn't
come?
strategic? How do you know it wasn't strategic?
I don't know, I'm asking you.
So then?
So it was
I mean,
strategic?
you're just assuming.
No, I'm asking.
So you're
I'm asking.
assuming.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
So it was deliberate?
Ask him when I told him he's going
Yeah,
to
this is
start
Kishori Lalji. He is your candidate now from Amethi. But why not? Why didn't you
Because
fight?
both of us are campaigning. We're campaigning in the whole country. You can see I'm here for 15 days. Somebody is required to be here. These are not constituencies where you can fight elections by remote control. We have worked very hard here. We have a relationship here which is like a family relationship with the people of these constituencies. They expect us to be around. They expect to see us. They expect to meet us. They expect to speak to us. We can't fight these by remote control. So if one of us was going to fight, the other was going to have to manage one of the constituencies. Had both of us fought, both of us would have been managing constituencies and none of us would have been able to campaign in the rest of the country.
No, so the strategic thing of keeping it at the last minute was what? What was the advantage there?
I don't owe you to tell you all my
No, you don't,
strategic-
but you
all
can
our
give me a hint.
strategies.
No, but you don't regret it?
Not at all. What? Regret? what?
Regret not fight. I mean, you
Not
didn't
at
you
all.
don't miss
No.
actually being in the fray?
Not at all. No.
Okay, because many people have that question, right? About
No,
you,
not at
about
all.
your role. Like,
No,
why?
I
When are
think-
you going to be jump into the formal, like whatever, like get into the parliament, take some kind of leadership
I mean,
position?
I have plenty of time to do that.
What about Rahul though?
What about him?
Is he going to be prime minister if the India Alliance wins?
The India Alliance will decide that.
Would you like that as a sister?
As a sister, I would like my brother to be a happy man.
Would he be happy?
Which
as a
he
prime?
is.
Okay.
Which he is.
Okay,
I
but
would
would he
like-
be? Would he be
I would
happy?
like him to get married. I would like to have him to have kids. That's what I would like as a sister.
Is there any breaking news update on?
No, I wish there was. There isn't.
Thanks very much, indeed, Priyanka. Thanks very much.
This election season, your right to choose puts you at the heart of it again.
We'd like to be your eyes and ears.
Choose the journalism and media that serves democracy and you.
Simply head on to newslaundry.com/subscription and pick up the TNM NL joint subscription of your choice today.